Hey, party people. Welcome to Money Mondays. It is Nakia Carter. I want to let you guys go ahead and come on. We're going to start promptly at 9 o'clock as we always do. Today, we are talking about W4’s. Bum, bum, bum. W4’s are a beast. And so we're going to talk about it today and get that covered. Hey, Candy. Welcome to Money Mondays. Hope you are doing well and safe in St. Louis. Hope everything's going well. Hey, Carla. Welcome to Money Mondays. We're going to talk about W4’s, and we're also going to do what are we going to do? We're going to do a no spend March update. So I think we have 2 more weeks. This was the longest month ever. We should have did no spend March in February. Because it's literally like 4.5 weeks in this month. So it's been something. It's been good. It's been a little bad too, but it's been something. It's a great way. It's been a great way for me, at least, to retrain my mind and kind of slow down on my spending. I told you guys I bought like 3 coats in 1 month and a motorcycle jacket, and that's what prompted me to do no spend March. So hopefully you've been able to stick with it. I did cheat a little bit today. Good, Candy. Yeah, it has been hard. Has it been like, have you been successful with it though? Have you been disciplined? I've been more disciplined than I thought I would be, because you know it's just so easy to forget what you're doing sometimes, to just say, oh, it's just $10, oh, it's just $5, and spend it. But I've been pretty pleased with how it's going, so we'll see. I had my sale. I told you guys I was having my sale last week, so I had my sale. So my apartment is torn up. I'm just processing all the clothes and getting them shipped out and everything. So I'll do a recap at the end of this month. So kind of shaking a little. Still shaking. I'll do a recap at the end of this month so we can talk about how it went for me, if I met my goal, and all that good stuff. Okay? Oh, Mom, you brought the baby a birthday gift. That was good. That's a good reason to spend for Money Mondays. Oh, well, it wasn't too bad. Like, at least you didn't get like a steak dinner. Breakfast, I guess that's okay. I guess you get to eat breakfast in March. Okay, it's 9 o'clock according to my clock. So today for Money Mondays, we're talking about W4’s. I got my printed W4 here. I got my notes, and we're gonna cover it. So $6. That wasn't too bad, Candy. $6, okay. Why did I choose W4’s for tonight's Money Mondays? Because I have been struggling with my W4. And so I wanted to come to you guys and just make you aware of something that you may not know, okay? So everybody knows that when you start a job, they make you fill out a W4 form. You have to submit a W4 form, right? They then in turn send that W4 form, whether it is a paper form like the one I'm holding in my hand, or whether it's done electronically. They send that information. Well, they don't send that information. They use that information to withhold taxes from your check. Okay. The taxes withheld from your check, of course, at the end of the year, is what pays your income tax. If you paid too little taxes, or you filed exempt and didn't pay any taxes, then you're gonna owe. If you overpaid in the taxes that you paid throughout the year, the previous year, then you're gonna get a refund. Okay, so we kind of covered income tax information a couple Money Mondays ago, but today we're talking about what impacts that. Okay, so back in December 2019, I started a new job, right? And they had me, they're very outdated. Oh my God. They had me submit a paper W4. Submitted the paper W4 and went on about my business. Now, every year, in the middle of the year, like around June or July, I look at our income and our taxes that we have withheld. Because our first year we got married, we owed a bunch of money when we first got married. And so I never want to owe at all. I never want to owe. And the reason why I never want to owe is because I don't want to pay taxes throughout the year and then only for somebody to come back and say, yeah, you didn't pay enough. Now we want $3,000, which is what essentially happened to us. So we're gonna owe this year. So I said, I knew back in June when I did my mid-year check that we were a little short, but I didn't think we were that short, okay? So I said, okay, fine, no big deal. I'll just complete a new W-4. So let's look at the W-4 form. When you pull up a W-4 form, you can get them off the IRS's website, okay? Or you can just Google it, W-4 form, it'll pop right up. And you'll get this PDF form. It has 4 pages. The first page is where your personal information goes. The second page are instructions. The third page is if you hold multiple jobs, it's a worksheet. And the fourth page is an income chart, okay? When you're filling this out, step 1, which is at the top, is pretty self-explanatory. You're gonna put in your personal information. So you're gonna put in your name, your address, your social security number, and then you're gonna put in how you file your taxes. What is the filing status? So are you single? Are you married filing separately? Are you married filing jointly? Or are you head of household? They want that information because based on your filing status, that determines how much taxes will be withheld from your check each pay period. Okay, so step 1, you fill out your personal information. Step 2, I never really use step 2, but it's for if you have multiple jobs or your spouse works, okay? Now, if you have multiple jobs, hopefully you would fill out a W-4 for each job, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. If your spouse has multiple jobs, hopefully they would fill out multiple W-4, so they wouldn't have to worry about that. But that's what step 2 is for. Step 3 is where you can claim your dependents. And so it has income gaps and it walks you through how to claim your dependents. The more number of dependents you put on your W-4 form, the less taxes that you'll pay throughout the year. Okay? So let's say you have 3 kids and you put 3 dependents down for step 3. That means that they're gonna withhold a lot less from your taxes than they should than you would regularly if you only put 1. So keep that in mind. That's very tricky because this can also impact how much you pay throughout the year and can impact if you owe or not at the end of the year, okay? The 4th step, which is optional, is you have to put other income, you have to put any deductions, and you have to put extra withholding. In step 4, I typically only use the extra withholding. Okay, so I'll put down, oh, okay, I want you guys to withhold an extra $25 or $30 just to make sure I have that cushion. So that's where you can put additional withholding and all the other information in. And then you sign and date it. Okay, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Candy said, we get a lot of people who think that they are exempt from paying taxes, which is why they owe at the end of the year. Yes. Virtually, I don't want to say virtually no one, but a very small percentage of the population is exempt, okay? You can't just claim exempt because you don't want to pay taxes. That's not a very smart thing to do. If you feel like you are exempt, you need to get on the IRS's website and you need to figure out what are the qualifications for claiming an exempt status. Okay, I know that you want to make more money, but do you honestly want to owe $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 at the end of the year? The answer is probably no. And they're also going to charge you penalties and everything else on top of that. So don't play that game because you'll get caught up. Candy, I won't say it. Okay, page 2 is the instructions. As I said before, it's going to walk you through how to fill out your form. Page 3 is the worksheet, as I stated before, and that's if you hold multiple jobs or you want to calculate your number of dependents for step 3 and step 4. And then step 5 is the most important part. It's the income chart. Now, let me tell you the problem with, oh, I almost fell. I saw my life. Oh, I can't, okay, Candy is our resident IRS specialist. So she's been working for the IRS for years. Thank you, Candy. So she's very knowledgeable about, tax laws, what you can and cannot do, the qualifications, the income levels, all of that. She's very knowledgeable. So that's why she hops in sometimes and gives us information. But I didn't want to tell her personal business because it's her personal business. But thank you, Candy. Okay. The 4th page is our income charts. Okay. So for this example, we're going to say that this person makes $45,000 a year. Okay. So what you would do with this income chart is you would find your income range over here, and then you would slide over and find your income range in this column. So I've highlighted it for married filing jointly, and then this is single, married filing separately, and then the bottom is head of household. Okay. Carla, she does not know where your stimmy is. She don't know. I'm sorry. See, that's why you don't tell people personal business, because somebody want to know what their stimmy is. Okay, so for this example, let's get back to our W-4. We're going to say that this person makes $45,000 a year. Based on this income chart, that means, and let's say that they're married filing jointly or they're qualifying widower, they will owe $34.10 for the year. Okay, so if they get paid bi-weekly, that means every week they need to have $131 and some change taken out of their check for federal taxes. Okay, that's the easiest way to do it. Let's say this person is single or married filing separately, and they make the same amount of money. The wife or the husband is making $45,000 a year, so they would need to pay between $257 and $282 per year. Okay, between those numbers, not per year, excuse me, per pay period. Okay, now here's the issue. The issue is this is not 100% accurate. Let me explain. When I redid my W-4 about 3 weeks ago, I had to do a paper form. I filled it out and I sent it in. Okay, and my job, they do a payroll preview, so they allow you to view your payroll check like 2 weeks before it comes out. So it came out, the payroll preview came out like on the 12th. So after I completed my W-4, I noticed it was still not correct. I did it based on filling my form out correctly and based on the income chart, but they were still withholding they weren't withholding enough money. So let's say, for example, I knew that I needed to have between $257 and $282 being withheld from my check. They were taking out like $225. So when I saw it, I said, this is not correct. Because if I need to pay within $257 and $282, and you're only taking out $225, that's not enough money. So it's your responsibility to know what is being withheld from your paycheck. Okay? So if you need to complete a new W-4, I would implore you to do it, because W-4s change like every few years, and I think this has changed. And so what you're checking for when you complete a new W-4 is, first of all, am I within what is the amount that I need to have withheld from my paycheck a year? How much taxes do I need to have how much taxes do I need to pay based on my income? Okay, so if you do this and you know that you need to have at least $257 being taken out of your check, and you look at your last paycheck and they've only taken $150 or $225 or whatever, it's less than $257, you have a problem. Okay, and so you need to fix that problem. So what I did was, after I looked at the payroll preview, I said, well, that's not enough. So I ended up submitting a new W-4 and having them withhold X amount extra, so that I could make up that amount, because I knew how much I had to pay. Now, this is where people get caught up. People get caught up because at the end of the year, when they owe, they are upset with their payroll department, wherever they work. Okay? It's on you. You can be mad at them. You can say, I submitted the right information. They're going to say, it's your responsibility to make sure that you're having enough money withheld from your paycheck. They don't care. If you owe $1 million, you're going to owe $1 million. Okay. So it's your responsibility. And I want you to be sure. And I'm doing this Money Monday to give you a reminder that you need to check and make sure that you're having the right amount of money withheld from your paycheck. And if you're not, then you need to submit a new W-4. Okay. You want to make sure that what you are having taken out per year is going to equal what's on this income chart. Okay. So let's say you look at your past W-4, and not your W-4, your latest paycheck stub, and you notice, okay, I'm going to file married filing jointly. I need to make sure at least $131 is being withheld from my check. And it's not, that's a problem. Okay, so you're going to have to redo it. Yeah, it's your responsibility. So look at it. Make sure it's accurate. Go to the IRS website. Download this form, this W-4 form. Find how much you need to have withheld from your paycheck, and make sure that you're having it withheld from your paycheck. Now, when you look at this, once you find your range of what you need to pay, you just take that number and you divide it by the number of pay periods for that year. So if you get paid once a month, then that's 12 pay periods, and you want to divide that number by 12. If you get paid twice a month, that's 24 pay periods divided by 24. If you get paid bi-weekly, that's 26 divided by 26. If you get paid weekly, that's 52 divided by 52. Okay, and that's how you will know how much money needs to be withheld from your paycheck every pay period. Do this, check it, even if you think it's good, even if you think it's right, check it. Because my husband, I had him update his W4 as well, and his is electronically, so it's the same form, right? His is electronically. He submitted it and it still wasn't right. So the same problem I had, which was when I looked at the preview, they were taking out actually less money than they were before, is the same problem he had. So we had to recalculate his and submit that information. And so if I'm having that problem, if I had that problem and he had that problem, I'm sure that it's something that more people are having, because it's a disconnect somewhere. But it's your responsibility to know what you owe. And taxes can really set you back. You know, people won't tell you the truth. A lot of times. That's why I'm so transparent with you guys. They won't tell you the truth. A lot of people are walking around here on taxes. They never get back tax returns. They're paying all kind of penalties when you don't have to. All you have to do is just update your W4. Okay? Let's talk about March. No Spend March. No Spend March is going well. I told you guys that I had my cheat day last week for the month. So I did buy some inventory. I went and sourced for my sale that I had on Saturday. Other than that, it's been going very well for me. I did cheat again. Yeah, I cheated twice this week. I know, it's on Monday. I bought dinner yesterday, which I counted, and then I bought some more stuff, some more inventory. So those were my two biggest things. And yeah, overall, I think it is a good experience because it's not over yet. This made me be more creative. I'm saving money. I hope I reach my goal of how much I'm trying to save, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I still save more than I did before. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have. April 5th, we're going to have Chanel Caesar of, I forgot the name of her company, but she owns an accounting and tax preparer company. And so she's going to come on and talk about the PPP loans, I think it's PPP loans. She's going to come on and talk about those and how you can get them. If you remember, we were supposed to have her a few weeks ago, and she had a family emergency, and so she was not able to attend. So that's that. And then the last update that I wanted to give you guys is, hopefully you saw my post in the group. We've been having a lot of new people coming to the Millionaire Money Go. Oh my God, I forgot the name of the group. My mind went blank. Millionaire Money Goes group, MMG group. And they've been trying to sell stuff. Listen, this group is not for selling your books. It's not for selling DIY kits. You can't sell no shoes in here, no hair weave, no vape pens. We don't want to get on your Bitcoin train. No insurance. What else? No blessing clubs. None of that. If you try to do any of that, out. I do not want this to be a group that's real salesy, that all we do is try to sell stuff to each other. I understand we're entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm building my business outside of the Millionaire Money Goes group, but you can't sell none of that in here, okay? So just keep that in mind. There are no warnings. If you know me in real life, you know I'm say what I mean what I say. So if you try to sell anything in here, you will be removed from the group to never return again. Okay? All right. Thanks for coming to Money Mondays. Please, please, please double check your paychecks against the new W4 and make sure that you're having enough money withheld per pay period. You know, a lot of people tell you, if you get a refund, you're just giving the government a free loan. Listen, I would rather give the government a free loan than to owe them some money. So my husband and I, we like to get refunds. I know it's our money. I know we gave him a free loan, blah, 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 blah. We couldn't even get the interest. We like to get refunds, and I do not want to owe again. So just double check your W4. Stay steadfast with No Spend March. We're almost there. If you participated and you've stumbled a little bit like I have, that is okay. That's totally fine. At least you're doing it. Okay? So have a good week. I will talk to you guys later.